Welcome to Intellect Insight. So today we will dive into the world of mathematics in the simplest, most engaging way possible. Today we are going to explore how to multiply big numbers easily. Something that can seem overwhelming at first but becomes much simpler once you learn a few tricks. Whether you are a student trying to master a math, an adult wanting to refresh your skills, or just someone curious about how math works in the real world, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you will be able to multiply large numbers with ease using various methods, including the grid method, lattice method, and even some advanced techniques used by mathematicians for massive calculations. So let's get started. Let's first quickly refresh some basic multiplication concepts. You probably already know that multiplying small numbers like 2 multiplied 3 is easy. But when the numbers get bigger, it can feel like a challenge. The good news is the core concepts are the same, and we will build on those. Here is an example. Let's multiply 234 by 56. To do this using the traditional method, we start by multiplying 234 by 6 and then 234 by 50, which is just 5 multiplied 10. We add those results together and that gives us the final answer. Let me break it down for you. First, we multiply 234 by 6, which gives us 1404. Then we multiply 234 by 50, which gives us 11,700. Finally, we add those two numbers together, which gives us 1404 plus 11,700 is equal to 13,104. So 234 multiply 56 is equal to 13,104. Now I want you to try multiplying 132 by 47 using the same method. Go ahead, pause the video and give it a shot. I'll wait. Great. How did it go? Hopefully you followed along. Now let's look at a method that can make multiplying big numbers much easier. The grid method, or also known as the box method. This method breaks the multiplication down into smaller parts, and it's especially helpful when you are multiplying large numbers. Let's take 23 multiply 45 as an example. First we break both numbers into tens and ones. 23 becomes 20 and 3 and 45 becomes 40 and 5. Now draw a grid and put these parts at the top and side. The grid should look like this. 20 and 3 on top and on side 40 and 5. Now multiplying each combination, like 20 multiplied 40 is equal to 800. 20 multiplied 5 is equal to 100. 3 multiplied 40 is equal to 120. And 3 multiplied 5 is equal to 15. Now add all the products together. 800 plus 100 plus 120 plus 15 is equal to 1035. So 23 multiplied 45 is equal to 1035. Try multiplying 34 multiply 67 using the grid method. You can pause the video and give it a go. Now let's explore the lattice method, which is another fantastic way to multiply big numbers. The lattice method organizes your work into a grid with diagonal lines to keep everything neat and precise. It's perfect for visual learners. Let's do an example together with 23 multiply 45. First draw a grid with the digits of the numbers you are multiplying. On top, write 2 and 3 from 23. On side, write 4 and 5 from 45. So you have a 2 cross 2 grid. Now draw diagonal lines from top right to bottom left. Your grid should look something like this. Now multiply 2 cross 4 is equal to 8. Write 0, 8 in the top left corner. 2 multiply 5 is equal to 10. Write 10 in the top right corner. 3 multiply 4 is equal to 12. Write 12 in the bottom left corner. And 3 multiply 5 is equal to 15. Write 15 in the bottom right corner. Next, add the numbers along the diagonals. First diagonal, which is 8. Second diagonal, which is 10 plus 12 is equal to 22. And third diagonal is equal to 15. Now take the sum of each diagonal and put it together, which will be 8, 22 and 15 gives us 1035. So 23 multiply 45 is equal to 1035. Now you can try multiplying 34 cross 56 using the lattice method. Pause the video and give it a try. Now let's talk about something a little more advanced, the Karatsuba algorithm. This is a faster way to multiply big numbers. Instead of directly multiplying every part, Karatsuba splits the problem into smaller pieces and reduces the number of operations. It's used in computer science for multiplying really large numbers. Let's say we want to multiply 1234 by 5678. Karatsuba breaks these numbers down like this. First, split both numbers in half. So 1234, which will be divided in two halves, so it will be 12 and 34, and 5678 is equal to 56 and 78. Then calculate three smaller multiplications. First, multiply the first parts, which will be 12 cross 56 is equal to 672. Multiply the cross parts, which will be bracket start 12 plus 34 bracket close cross bracket start 56 plus 78 bracket close, which will be 46 cross 134, which gives us 6164. Third, multiply the second parts, so it will be 34 cross 78, which will be 2652. Finally combine these results. First, the first part is 672 cross 10,000, which will be 67,20,000. Second, the cross part is 6164 cross 100, which will be 6,16,400. Third, the last part is 2652. Now add them all together. 67,20,000 plus 6,16,400 plus 2652, which gives us 73,40,052. Karatsuba is a little tricky, but it's a very useful when dealing with really large numbers. Now try multiplying 2345 by 6789 using Karatsuba. Pause the video and give it a try. Want to know some great mental math tricks for multiplying big numbers? It's all about breaking down the numbers into easier pieces. Let's say you need to multiply 56 by 78. Instead of multiplying directly, we can break it into parts. 50 cross 70 plus 50 cross 8 plus 6 cross 70 plus 6 cross 8. So we have 50 cross 70 is equal to 3500. 50 cross 8 is equal to 400. 6 cross 70 is equal to 420. 6 cross 8 is equal to 48. Now add them together, which will be 3500 plus 400 plus 420 plus 48 is equal to 4368. This method is fast and works for almost any multiplication problem. Try using this method with 72 cross 89. Pause the video and let me know how you did. Multiplying with decimals is just as easy as regular multiplication. Just don't forget to adjust for the decimal places. Let's say we want to multiply 4.56 by 3.2. First, ignore the decimals and multiply the numbers as if they were whole numbers. So 456 cross 32 is equal to 14,592. Now count how many decimal places we have. 2 places in 4.56 and 1 in 3.2. That's 3 places in total. So move the decimal point 3 places back to get 14.592. Give it a try with 5.3 multiply 2.7. Pause the video and solve it and then check your answer. As we wrap up this video, I want to leave you with some quick tips for multiplying big numbers faster. First, always break the numbers into smaller, manageable parts. Second, practice the grid, lattice and Karatsuba methods to see which works best for you. Third, keep practicing mental math to speed up your calculations. Fourth, use estimation to quickly check if your answer is reasonable. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Keep working on these methods and share your progress with me in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today on Intellect Insight. I hope you have learned some new techniques that will make multiplying big numbers much easier. Remember, whether you are working on a math test, a big project, or just trying to improve your mental math, these tricks can save you time and help you feel more confident. Make sure if you have any queries or questions, then leave a comment below and also letting me know which multiplication method you like the most. If you have any questions or need more examples, just ask. See you next time and happy multiplying.